Go anywhere. When I was a nipper, I climbed the television mast at Alexandra Palace. Straight up for 10 Woodbines.
Oh, yeah?
That started it. Some people say it's dangerous, your job. I say, no, mate. It's safer up here than what it is down there, terra firma.
Yeah.
Not I believe it. This is nothing, this.
I don't know what you're doing there, haven't you?
Oh, granted. But you can't get run over by a bus, can you? It's a danger, see? You die if you do it, you die if you don't. That building over there is the Chinese legation.
Is it really? That's very interesting.
See plenty of crumpet on the roofs around here, particularly summer dinner times.
Fond of birds then, are you?
Ballroom dancing and au pair girls. That's where the money goes. I'll spend anything on a woman.
That's it then? Shall we go back up?
I see you don't mind heights yourself.
Sure. Should help you pull a few more au pair girls?
Oh, tough. I'll do all right.
Oh, fair.
The safe's arrived, sir.
Oh, good. Thank you, Dawson. Put it over on the platform, will you? As far away from the office as possible.
Yes, sir.
Hello? Ah, yes, Mr. Scott. Well, of course it's difficult. Have you got your photographs? Yes. Well, I've got the plans of the building here and an identical safe. Expect to see you in about 20 minutes then. Right.
Right, keep it, man.
Yes?
Good day, miss. We're from the paper. We'd like to check a few details on the story you gave Ray Lynch yesterday.
I suppose you'd better come in. Haven't got much time there.
Morning, sir. The Colonel's up there, near the office.
Is this the Chinese gentleman who paid you?
Ray told me the story wouldn't be published till Sunday. By then, I'll be far away.
Oh, that's right. If Ray said it, that's right. Who is this Chinese?
I don't know.
We need to know for the story.
Honestly, I don't know. Now, please go. I must be at the airport in an hour.
We'll drive you if you like. Confirm the details on the way.
Is that necessary?
Ray's a very good reporter, but we have to check everything on this story. It's very important.
You're South African, aren't you?
That's correct. What about this man?
Yes, that's him.
Him? Dr. Karl van Heim, you mean?
Yes.
I believe he's very fond of black people.
How was he? Did he treat you well?
He was all right.
Did he tell you what he was doing in London?
No.
I presume he did talk to you. Conventional small talk?
Yes.
But the photograph wasn't very conventional, I bet.
Look, I knew nothing about that photograph. Just suddenly the lights went on and there was a flash.
One?
Yes, one. Carl jumped up and chased the man. Now I must get dressed and go. I'll be killed if I stay around here. And I'll tell you something else. I wish I'd never had nothing to do with this business.
You were paid enough?
£200 for the night. And 200 for the story. Never again.
No, never again. You talked. That makes you a very important person.
No, I'm not important.
Yes. You sell a story to a newspaper man called Ray Lynch. A very bad story, miss.
You're not from the newspapers.
No, we're not.
What's so special about the Chinese legation? Couldn't I do something simple like the Tower of London? What have they got that's worth £15,000 to you?
All in good time.
No, no. I'm going to be parachuted into Peking. I want to know what it's all about.
Well, they have rather an embarrassing photograph of a South African diplomat in what could be described.
Not a compromising situation.
Frankly, yes.
A Burke. It's a bit passé, isn't it? I didn't think people worried about a bit of sex after hours nowadays.
Well, they do when it's between a white South African and a black girl.
Or perhaps he enjoys bucking the system.
Well, the South African government doesn't see it that way, so the Chinese have a trump card like everybody else. They're continually maneuvering black nationalism to their own advantage.
Is that the safe? And this time they've manoeuvred your white friend into a black girl's bed. Why?
Well, they recently discovered that he, Van Ryn, had been appointed secret mediator in the latest Rhodesian talks.
And they want to spike them.
No, not necessarily, but they like to have an ace up their sleeve just in case.
And you want me to risk my neck to get you and this Van Ryn off the hook?
Quite. There are the plans. How about trying to get in through one of the windows?
At night. One scrape, they'll be lit up like Piccadilly Circus.
Well, the roof, then. Details are rather poor, aren't
Oh,
they?
look at that.
Oh, thanks.
There's nothing you can creatively do with a roof, is there?
Well, it's flat. That's a plus, surely.
Yeah. Want to grow tomatoes? Why can't you smuggle me in via the diplomatic bag?
You're not being very constructive, are you?
Oh, you know what you've let me in for, don't
Yes,
you?
£15,000. That's a lot of money.
Of course, I'd have to hack my way in, and once I was on that roof...
Ah, so you would use the roof, then?
Once on the roof, I'd be causing willful damage to sovereign Chinese territory.
Quite.
And you reckon he's worth my trouble?
He's the best. He's one of the few men trusted by both black factions and the whites. He wants a peaceful settlement in Rhodesia, but if that photograph is published, it could well destroy his credibility.
Oh, we can't have that, can we? Let's go and have a look at that safe. Properly. Are you serious?
Yes, and here's the explosive to blow it with.
It's a bloody antique. Either you're wrong or the Chinese are very naive.
I assure you that's the one. We keep a list of all safes supplied to embassies.
They're flogging those ones down at the markets on Sundays as cocktail cabinets. Are you sure they haven't got a new one? The Russians have got some very interesting numbers, you know.
Unlikely,
Because no one's idiot enough to break in.
if you like.
Where's my money?
The bank's already been notified. Can I have an explosion now, please?
You don't need one.
You're really quite an expert, aren't you?
On a good day, yeah. I could have opened that in half an hour if you'd given me a knitting needle.
Excuse me.
Gonzalez? Yeah, I used it. What do you mean she fell out of a window? On a waist. Had a good story coming from her. I'll ring you.
he like to work for?
Well, I'm used to him.
Married, is he?
Not now, sir.
Divorced? Widower?
Divorced.
Well set up, is he?
What, you after my job, sir?
Yeah. Trying to find out how far I can trust him.
Well, with respect, that's not the question you ask his manservant, sir.
Obviously not.
I'll give the dog a run, sir.
Oh, thank you, Dawson.
Come along now, come on.
That was my superior. He wants us to go tonight. We have to go tonight.
You mean I have to go tonight? I haven't done enough homework. And you haven't checked on that safe.
Well, there isn't time. The top man's just flown in from Peking, probably about the photograph. He's off again tomorrow. That photograph could be on the front page of all the newspapers by Thursday.
Well, I hope you're right about that safe, because if you're wrong, I should be out of there faster than Concorde.
You just have to blow it.
In a house full of Chinamen? You must be joking. I want to live long enough to spend the money. Where is it?
That's confirmation from the bank. 15,000 in the name of James O'Hara, right? You're not saying you had the girl killed, are you, sir?
Of course I didn't. I was trained for the bar, not Murder Incorporated. Still, it doesn't do us any harm when all's said and done. We destroy the negative, and the whole silly incident will be over and done with.
Then, who do you think did?
Someone more sensitive than us. Somebody working for the South Africans is my guess. They don't like stories about their top civil servants sleeping with coloured whores. Call them yarpies. A very nasty word to a South African. Well, if there's nothing else, you'd better keep your resignation with Mr. Scott, and I'll get back to reading my score.
Thanks for the brandy, sir.
Good luck.
He's a good man.
And expendable.
He'll be arrested as soon as he's handed over the negative and charged.
Just tell me when the negative has been destroyed, Fairfax.
Yeah, this should do us all right. I suppose that twat Fairfax is around somewhere.
You mustn't dirty the policeman's car, Roger. Any time now, Sergeant.
Yeah. Well, just to be on the safe side, I've called another car to give us a hand.
You idiot.
應嗰啲似茶商佢啊。但係啲茶檔咯，成日都用嗰斟茶嘛。係啊。但係啲茶檔行啱啦，可能成日都係要行上樓斟茶。好多牌㗎啦。錢又唔使多，咁講啦。係啊。
Christ Fairfax, you're a bleeding genius. I'm off.
晚安，李琴。你好，我好。再见。再见。
Another sound and I'll brain you, so help me God.
There's no chance of you escaping. Is that why you broke in? Hardly worth the trouble or the bang on my shoulder. That photograph is nothing compared to the stink you're going to cause. You have violated Chinese property and you've been caught. When we hand you over, your government will have to bring you to trial. You go to the wall for the sake of diplomatic relations. I see. You hadn't thought of that. Now, whoever you are, I'll make you an offer. I'll buy back those photographs. I'll escort you from the building, and this incident is closed. Did you know the girl in the photograph was found dead today?
Now I keep this negative until we get outside. Now one false move, and I'll rip it up, all right?
All right. I think you've broken my collarbone.
一个日期查上去啊，成日都見你上我嘅。
用心似啊！
You spider!
Keep off him, Jake. Never know your luck. He may just slip and break his neck.
Right, Sarge.
Flaming hell. Should have had the back covered as well.
Where the hell has he gone? Nowhere am I going over there.
He's away over the top.
You bloody idiot.
He went like a greyhound.
You didn't follow orders, Sergeant.
I was not briefed for contingencies, sir.
I expect people to use their heads. You better put out a full alert. And while you're about it, ask them to keep an eye open for a pug dog called Roger. He ran off. He doesn't like all this excitement.
Failed. It was a complete balls up, Fairfax. I've had the yard on. They're going out of their bloody minds. Because the Chinese have been onto the papers. All hell's been... What? Fob them off? Look, in about 10 minutes' time, I'm going to be besieged with reporters. I want you over here with some official answers. Come on, for God's sake, how can I treat it as an ordinary break-in? Fairfax?
Maggie, Spider, the job's gone bad. Now listen very carefully and do what I say. Take the $5 grand that Bluey gave me, a passport, no driving license,
and a complete change of clothes and go round to one of your friends. Maureen or someone like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good go. Now, I've got to get my head down and think. I'll contact you through Ray, all right? Yeah. Bye, love.
The French Foreign Ministry said in a statement last night that French troops and police have been confined to barracks while the rioting lasts. In an incident early this morning, the Chinese Trade Secretary, Mr. Lai Tsien, was attacked and beaten up by intruders. His condition is said to be critical. Motive for the attack and details of the robbery, which it is claimed took place, are unclear, but police have mounted an intensive search in the capital. A spokesman at the legation said that Mr. Tsien was injured while working late in his office within the legation building. Army patrols in County Fermanagh came under fire from...
Morning, Spider. Fancy a cup of tea?
Yeah, thanks, yeah.
I filled the kettle. I'll get some clothes on.
All right. Thanks for putting me up.
No trouble. Maggie throwing you out already, is she?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Where'd you keep the tea?
Inside the sink.
Where?
Inside the sink.
Right.
Reynolds here. Listen, I think I've solved our problem. I have it. Yes, the guy. The photographs. I have a guy here and I think he has them. Of course, I can handle it. Well, if you insist, but ring before you come up. If I don't answer, you know I don't need your help. What? No.
We're in that military geezer needs locking up, Skip. His papers are right, cocker.
Oh, don't tell me, Willis. I don't know what's going on.
This is it. That's Balfour's place up there. What makes you think he'll hole up with his mates?
Oh, don't you start being clever.
You really think it was Scott who pulled that job?
You got eyes.
Well, it could have been. I hardly saw him. Tall. He went fast enough. Spider style.
That's who we're looking for.
Believe what you like, Ray. You get no story from me. Look, I don't want to seem ungrateful. If I talk to people about jobs, they get involved and they get into trouble. Right? Now, if I can just buy a razor, I have a shave and be on my way.
Look, I know it was you who screwed that place. It was on the news.
It's got into you. That's damn all to do
All
with
I'm
you.
saying is I want to
Look,
stop.
hey, you're a gossip writer, okay?
Look, I need to know. Isn't that enough? Who are you working for? Was it this Fairfax fella? I can soon find out.
What's your concern, Ray? Now just leave me alone, all right?
I'm involved in this. I can make you a deal. Spider, I can even get you out of the country.
My job is law, Fairfax.
I'm responsible to somebody else. I have to take orders too, you know.
And my responsibility is running a straight force.
These are extraordinary circumstances.
Yes. And I've been compromised by them.
Oh, you're only saying this because things went wrong last night.
No.
If we keep going, it'll just be a setback.
The whole business stank from the start.
Oh, you went along with it.
Yes. Yes, and I've put in a complete report to the Commissioner.
That's a bit premature, isn't it? Let's catch him first.
It's gone too far already.
Would it help if I said it was a question of national security?
This isn't a branch office of the CIA. We don't set up parolees. I don't like to see my men make fools of themselves.
They're looking for a man who's committed robbery with violence. It's straight felony now.
Is it hell? What'll I say in court when we catch him?
You keep your mouth shut. The prosecution will sort that one out for you. We must catch him.
Who frames the charge?
Frames the charge? I must warn you, I'm reporting this conversation.
Oh, please. And you tell your boss that he'd better put his intelligence wizards to work because I'm pulling my men out.
You can't.
I'm handing it back where it should have gone in the first place.
You're taking rather a lot on yourself, aren't you? This could mean a crucial loss of time. Every foreign agency in the country will be onto it by now.
Right. You call in DI-5. It's home ground to you, isn't it? You might have stopped the murder of a little tart in Notting Hill if you'd done it earlier.
You find Spider Scott for us, and you might prevent him going the same way.
He negotiated his deal. Stupid bastard.
Spider, you've fallen into something you know nothing about.
What do you know about it, Ray?
I've been studying the field. I'll hypothesize.
Yeah, as long as you don't take too long, I've got things to do.
1. Dr. Karl van Rijn, South African diplomat, arrives in London incognito a few weeks ago for talks at the Foreign Office about the Rhodesian Conference, which starts on Friday. 2. While he's here, he's introduced to a very receptive young black lady, one Lucy Gonzalez. This is set up by a man called Lai Shin, because he hopes to take some dirty photographs. 3. Lai Shin is a skilled agent who fronts as the Chinese commercial attaché. He stores the prints and negatives in his safe in the legation, right? Meanwhile, our liberal hero, Van Rijn, realizing what an idiot he's been, cries for help, not from his own.
Yes, quite right, too. You get time, don't you, in South Africa for banging jungle bunnies?
It's a bit more complicated than that. Whitehall arranged to rob the legation. Instead of hiring some James Bond character, they hire a patsy with 2 qualities. He has a long record and is a housebreaker. That means he can be put straight back safely inside jail again, no questions asked.
Oh, a few, surely.
Well, I was doing it for my country. British intelligence can deny all knowledge of the deed. I was just some recidivist housebreaker, and the Chinese are formally appeased.
Beautiful theory, Sherlock. Beautiful. But wrong. Now, if you don't mind, I'll be on my way.
No, I haven't finished. The plan went wrong. Either the cracksman failed to find the negative, or he decided to keep it for himself. We do know that he opened the safe, because he stole 2 bundles of dollars.
Which one are you working for, Ray? Boss?
Yes, boss. Bureau of State Security.
So you're a bloody spy.
I hope you got that negative. Spider, it could buy your life.
really think Scott will sail out on us, do you, Dawson?
I can't think what else he'll be up to, sir. I've got to try and save his skin. Now, if it was me to be the Russians...
I'm not sure about that.
Oh, they fixed up with a nice little job, sir, as a reward for services rendered. Nice big girls, decent booze, and the football's not at all bad.
Starts off with a clean sheet, Dhaka on the Black Sea. You know, we might have to join him, Dawson.
The traffic's got to be better there, sir.
Who else do you think he might go to?
Oh, the South Africans, perhaps?
Perhaps.
He might try and sell it back to the Chinese.
Doubtful.
How about the Rhodesians?
Which ones? Black or white?
Yeah. It's the most amazing news. I'll check up on Ray Lynch. But what's the connection?
Morning, young man.
Excuse me. Morning, Miss Annie. I won't be a moment. Sorry. Yes. I know the address. Then, yes. I keep in touch with you. Bye.
You're wasting your time. I know what I'm doing.
You haven't a clue. You're way out of your depth. There are a lot of very tough cookies who want that photograph.
Look,
You're
even
about
if
to
I
let
had
you
that
stand in the
photograph
way.
and I'm not admitting anything, it's my only bargaining point. Why should I give it to you?
Because we're on the same side. Black African nationalism means communism.
Oh, is that a
no
fact?
peace with that. It's regressive.
I'm not
It doesn't
interested
work.
in politics.
I have to be. I work for a federal Africa without interference from
Look,
America.
South
and
Africa is
Russia.
racialist and it's segregated as well. Now, if you don't mind, I'll be on my way.
But hear me out for your own sake. We're segregated, yes, but not racialist. Apartheid will work. We're getting there. The philosophy's sound. The blacks want their own land. They don't want to live with us.
And you think that's reason enough for me to give you the photograph?
Yes, to protect our image. I'm a white South African.
You
Before
don't
us, there
answer
was
that
nobody...
phone.
You're going to give me the negative.
No.
Yes, Reynolds here.
I think our friend needs a little assistance. Not from Tom.
Now, no more lectures, all right? It was a good try, but I better be on my way. Well, if Maggie should ring, tell her I'll find a way of contacting, all right? And don't try and find her, will you?
No, of course not. Look, accept my offer. Tell me where you hid the negative.
No.
You can't handle this on your own.
I have to. I don't like your politics and I don't fancy your offer. This is business, Ray, so don't mix it with friendship, all right?
Okay.
Right. See you around then.
That's the best leave we've had so far, Derek, my old son.
Yeah, Balfour was very helpful for once. Wonder what he's been up to. This Ray Lynch, can you place him?
Yeah, he's the bloke that used to be knocking off Maggie Parsons. I've seen him with her a couple of times in the Cardinal pub. Thin bloke, drinks tonic water, used to be a drunk.
Funny him picking Spider up from prison, then.
I know. Balfour reckons he's his best mate, and as straight as you. I thought he wouldn't hide out with one of his old oppos.
Cardinal, Sarge?
Yeah. Getting Trevor off bed.
Strange staying mates with a bloke who's been having a bird.
I don't know.
Easy Dog 2, over.
Present for you, old son. For a shrewd bloke, he'd enough get lumbered. Easy Dog 2, over.
Easy Dog 2. Been trying to get you for over half an hour. Return to base. Over.
Easy Dog 2, look, I've got a hot lead. I'm proceeding to the Cardinal's Hat pub at Westbourne Grove. Over.
Easy Dog 2. Repeat. Return base. You've been called off the case. Out.
Bloody hell.
I've never reckoned the judgment of military men, Fairfax, but your personnel selection on this enterprise takes the palm. Scott turns out to be a traitor, and Superintendent Cummins is a prig. Calling his men off like that. The report's quite hair-raising. Commissioner's livid, he's going to the Home Secretary. The Foreign Secretary says we've got the biggest diplomatic row since our late lamented friend swore at General de Gaulle.
It was always a risky do.
You're going to have to carry the can.
Stand quite, sir.
I'm afraid you'll be asked to resign. I didn't warn you.
I've lost a lot in this.
It was fiasco.
My dog ran off.
Your dog?
Last night.
Good God, Fairfax.
Come on, see reason, Spider. Get you to Holland tonight, you'll be in Cape Town tomorrow.
If there's no money in it, I'm not playing.
Don't you understand? You either tell them where it is or they tear you apart.
Let's keep it simple, right?
Look, you could make a new start. A job. Or you could continue your studies. It's a good life, good climate. You'll see what we're trying to preserve.
Ray, I want a wet towel and a jug of water.
Why?
Just get it.
You're on your own, man.
Get undressed. We want to search you properly.
He said, get undressed.
I'm not doing a striptease in front of a segregated audience.
You get your clothes off, boy. As Ray says, we have the same aims. There is nothing we can use against your government.
I don't care about the bleeding government.
We'll get it, Scott. Hey, cat burgling was never like this, eh? Ach, no.
You screwed your country, man. And everybody's looking for you. Oh, nobody cares what happens to you. All they want to know is, where is the negative? Now, you just tell us where you dropped it off, and you'll save yourself a lot of aggravation.
Hurry it up, man. Right. Now we'll see what you are made of. We're going to drown you, man. Would you like some more?
Tell me what you know about the Chinese legation, Ray. It is Ray Lynch, isn't it?
There are two boss men up there. With Spider.